Hey! Welcome, guys. You are about to become a weekend baby, and our job is to deliver you safe and sound to the space of relaxation, laughter, and great vibes.
That's right. So let us push forward with more energy and passion to make every second here on Esplash feel like a new life is being born.
Oh, which actually means that you can go ahead and have an amazing, unforgettable weekend, because you will, and because we say so.
That's right. Again, just us. If you're on the move by streaming the show live on our website on www.tvcentertainment.tv or stream on X at TVC Connect, and not forgetting our IG fan page at Esplash_TVC. Righty. It's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It's just the jewel in the crown.
Good.
It's the hostess with the mostest, baby. It is honey shmoney. It is honey rubber. It is honey flames. It is honey on point. It is honey KPK, especially with the fact that it is on Friday. I am super excited to be here today.
I am so happy to be here with you.
Yes.
You're this gorgeous looking woman.
You're this pretty looking thing. You know, when somebody's just cute like that, like,
yeah,
like cute thing.
You remind me of the delicious jollof rice, like you always say. Okay, you know my name. My name is Catherine. You know me as Lady Cat, her real hotness. Queen Cat, her real hotness. Kit Kat the Pressing, not a chocolate baby. Kitty Kata, Kate of the Kate Cruise, baby. And trust us, guys, we've got an exciting TGIS show lined up for you.
All right, the entertainment news started already. Jennifer Lopez finally speaks on Ben Affleck's divorce. American singer-actress Jennifer Lopez recently gushed about being single while addressing her and Ben Affleck's divorce for the first time. She explains to Interview magazine why she is excited to be by herself 2 years after she tied the knot with the actor. Jennifer Lopez asked, everything that I've done over the past 25-30 years, being in these different challenging situations, what can I do when it's just me flying on my own? What if I'm just free? While admitting to Nikki Glaser that the new territory is lonely, unfamiliar, scary, sad, and desperate, she emphasized that being in a relationship doesn't define her. She noted, saying, when you sit in those feelings and go, these things are not going to kill me. It's like, actually, I'm capable of joy and happiness all by myself. And I can't be looking for happiness in other people. I have to have happiness within myself. The actress acknowledged that she is a romantic who loves being in relationships and wants to grow old with somebody. However, she said, we think I have to have that to be whole and happy. And you don't. Jennifer Lopez now believes our relationship with herself is the most important thing, adding, I think we tend to get away from that at times when you're wrapped up with other people. Just so you know, J-Lo was previously married to Ojani Noir, Chris Judd, and Mark Anthony before her now ex-husband Ben Affleck, who she tied the knot with in July 2022. Well, it now looks like after 4 marriages and 7 engagements, Jennifer Lopez is now not looking for anyone new. Okay,
so first of all, I love me some self-love. And I love that she is saying this because different strokes for different folks, and she believes now, because for the longest, she was saying that she believes in marriage, and she believes that no matter how many times you have to get married, you find your soulmate and all of that. But now she believes in loving yourself, and self-love is actually important because you need to love yourself before you can learn to love another person. If you don't love yourself or believe in yourself, then you would have major issues loving someone else. So I love this for her.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I love that she's saying this, and I do hope that, you know, maybe she's listened to so many people, because I was of the opinion that, see, I think Jennifer Lopez is that person who just likes a rebound. She just gets out of one thing and gets into another thing. She cannot just stay by herself, and she feels like she can actually find happiness in other people. But it is very good to hear her say that, you know, the most important thing is self-love and all of those things. And I do hope that she will stick to that, because she mentioned somewhere that she believes that, or maybe she used to believe that, you know, you should grow old with somebody. Yes, you can actually grow old with somebody, which there is nothing wrong with that. But then after 4 marriages, 7 engagements for crying out loud, are you competing with Taylor? with Elizabeth Taylor. I'm actually trying to, who had 7 marriages, because I am just wondering, and the fact that she's realizing that, and I do hope that saying it does not mean that she'll now go back to that. I know that we are flawed as human beings, but I just really do hope that from here on, she can really get it, because sometimes you just need that solitude. You just need to just stay by yourself. You just need to love yourself. I think, yeah, even for single people who have not even been married before, sometimes it is just good for you to love yourself. And the other time I was talking about, you know, I have a YouTube page, and a long time ago I talked about this particular topic, master dating. Master dating. And master dating actually means that you are loving yourself, you're taking yourself out and all of this. I don't even have any problems like taking myself out. You know how some people will just like to like wait for people.
Wait for someone to take them out.
In as much as I can be so introverted, sometimes when I get bored, I go to places and I sit down by myself at the table. I'm taking myself out. I'm ordering whatever I want. I don't wait for anybody to come and do that for me.
I actually love that. There was a time that when I had a lot of time on my hand, I used to go out like every time, take myself out. In fact, I used to go on a date with myself every week. At least once a week, I go to the movies. I had that for like the longest, but time took the best part of me. But at the end of the day, experience is the best teacher.
That's right.
She has learned. All right, still on the entertainment news, Kanye West and wife Bianca silence divorce rumors. Following reports making the rounds that Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori are getting a divorce after less than 2 years of marriage. The couple have now been publicly spotted together arm in arm. Just so you know, sources close to the American rapper and business mogul earlier revealed that the couple's marriage had hit the rocks, according to a TMZ report. The sources also claimed that Kanye himself and Bianca were already sharing the news of their split to close associates and insiders. To add to that, Bianca was alleged to have already traveled back to Australia to spend time with her family. Well, it now appears that the rumors are far from the true reality of things, as the couple have been spotted together publicly with no sign of a breakup. Rather, in the video that has since made the rounds on social media, the lovebirds appear closer and happier together. To top it up, both of them were spotted wearing matching all-white outfits and cuddling all the way through their shopping adventure in Tokyo. Bianca Censori herself is even captured closely on camera, smiling as she holds Ye's head through the escalator. She continues the public display of affection as they head towards Dover Street Market, Ginza, a boutique in a lavish area of Japan's capital city. Everything now seems to indicate that the couple are still together and in love. The speculations of a divorce may have held water because the father of 4 was seen alone and unaccompanied in Japan during the last couple of weeks.
This is super interesting, and I want to believe that Kanye West is enjoying the spotlight because you can trust Kanye West for this. I think Kanye West is that person that just feels somehow like maybe some days it will just be like, why is it a slow news day? Why are things dull? Why are things, then he just goes out and then it causes something and then people just start to talk about him, you know? And I love him for that because I even read somewhere else that an ex-employee was arrested, like has sued him, filed a lawsuit, has sued him, and they were talking about some stuff. And I'm like, are you sure that Kanye West is not the one like putting behind these things? Because, you know, sometimes, every time Kanye is even always just very interesting to me. I think that it's just one very weird human being, and there are people like that. Yes, we understand he's already even established that he's bipolar, but it's not okay for us to know that he's not your regular human being.
He's not at all. Anyway, Ye will always be Ye, and I like who he is. At least he has stood by his truth, and we all know who he is. Yeah. And I wish them the very best.
We wish you the very best, although I'm not feeling that lady. I'm sorry, it is not for me to feel because, I mean, she's not married to me.
So I was going to say that I feel like a lot of people really did love him with Kim, that so many times whenever he's with a new person,
even with Amber Rose.
So people compare, they're like, oh, Kim and Amber Rose were like better for him. Because it's
this person, I don't know whether she has a strong personality as such.
So I saw a comment on social media. I've seen numerous comments, but there was this one I saw where the person said, it seems after Amber Rose and Kim, Kanye just went down the drain.
Yeah, so I think it is about not having a strong personality and just being like a dundee. Like Kanye can tell you, wear this, and then you just...
Practically, she's his model.
You know, even Kim was his model, you know. and it was actually trying to boast that he changed her wardrobe and made her look better.
It was looking good on her.
Good for her.
Exactly.
It was good for her. But this lady, I really don't understand, but we wish them the best.
I wish them the best.
Okay, now, let's check out what went down at the Akpororo versus Akpororo Live in Lagos comedy show, after which we'll be back with Social View. Stay here with us.
This note, let me just welcome you guys to Social View, the place you can get your daily fix of the fun and craziness going on in the world of social media, okay? Honeypot, can we go? Okay, so let's start with this one. Honeypot, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Forget maturity. Do you still fear fowl that has children?
Who will not fear them? Who will not fear them? Have you seen some turkeys before?
Hey!
Turkey.
Without provocation, eh?
They will be chasing you like the tolo tolo. Have they chased you before? Have they chased you before? Who will not fear? Because, I mean, there is nothing like protecting your children, and you can even see it in animals. They don't want anybody to come. Have you even seen where that bird that carries children from the chicks from the mother hen?
Yeah,
have you seen where? It's not an eagle, actually.
Which
apparently,
one?
there is a bird. I've forgotten the name now, but it is not.
The hawk?
Perhaps it's not an eagle. An eagle, okay. Do we see eagles like that? Have you seen some of these mother hens? They will fly.
They will fly, yes. They would go after.
Are you joking?
So that's the thing with mother hens. That's why they say, I'm protecting my children like a mother hen. Because the mother hen would put the other one somewhere, run after you to get that one.
I'm telling you.
Ha, it's crazy. Let's move on, I beg. So this is a chat between two people, and then the first one says, hey, want to buy honey? And he puts the picture of the jars of honey. And then the person that wants to buy says, how do I know it's real? And then he sends a picture of his face. Apparently, while he was trying to get the honey, the bees have stung him.
I'm so sorry.
So his face is as fat as a pig's face.
So it's real, it's
organic. And then the person responds saying, okay, I'll take 3 bottles. Like, I don't see evidence.
No, please buy like 10 from him. You cannot go through this stress.
Man!
Buy like 10. Keep some in the house. Give some people some. Please, because what are you joking?
So I understand that there are people that, yes, they have bee farms. See, I understand that there are people that have farms where they harvest the honey, but there are those that go into the wild. I think we've taken a video here, a skit here, of someone who the honeycomb fell on him, and by the time he stood up, his face. So
I don't know what they came to look for in my house one time.
Eh?
Yeah, growing up. So I don't know. So we had this apple tree. We had, you know, so I don't know what attracted them. But they came and they were in a part of the ceiling. There were so many that one day, like that, as they came out, so my father was always using a technique to like chase them away and all that. So they came out, nobody was at home. It's twice. Like, that thing is not easy.
It's not.
You will have a headache instantly. The thing will do you.
Go straight to your brain. So talking about mother hens or protecting mothers, let's take this one. This is between a toddler and his dad. The toddler says, sugar, gurt. Dad says, what? The toddler says, sugar, gurt. The dad says, what? And then the mom from the other room says, he wants a yogurt.
Okay.
So it's the way mothers understand their babies.
And
they understand the language.
Catherine can even go like that, and it is like it's making sense what she's saying. Because I don't know if it was me that they put it.
It's sugar,
because Catherine is very good with babies. And she has
my babies at home. So, honeypot. So the thing with children sometimes is listen to the last word. So, gurt. So the gurt. I want you gurt.
Better start learning from her.
It means I see they learn, no? And they learn walk, oh. So we can see this guy enjoying his life. And he says, my girlfriend stole her mother's money for me to start a business. Now, I'm rich. She wants me to marry her. I can't marry a thief. Sorry. Wow.
Yeah. So it goes to say that don't even do any, like, it's I don't know, it's awkward. How would you do that and you expect that the person is just like somebody going into prostitution and saying that you are using it to send your boyfriend
to school?
You will not marry her at the end of the day, my love.
He will say, what do I want to do with animal sound? Nah.
Don't do it.
Nah, you're just shooting yourself in the leg.
Don't do it.
Don't do it for anybody. Anybody. All right, let's take this last one before we go. We see the meme king, and it says, they say the world is ending. You they price land. Bros, buy food stuff and get energy. Oh, devil flog past mass teacher. Oh,
interesting.
You dey feel am?
Come say, this thing is just very dicey in a way. So this morning, we're actually talking about banks, how banks have been taking money and all those things. And I thought about something scary, something that has always been on my mind. And then I was telling Amaka of your view that, how about the people that have died and the bankers knew and then they just, you know, swallowed their money like that? I'm like, so I just thought about it. I said, if those people knew, they should have just been buying burger, be eating anything with it. If they knew that they were going to die like that and their money was just going to go to somebody, a stranger.
In fact, buy the latest car.
And guess what? I used to see one billboard on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway anytime I was going to Abeokuta that year. I'll see, don't eat away your future. They will say, don't eat away your future, you should buy land. And I'm like, it can be very dicey. It can be. And then again, I used to have a colleague here who would tell me that, 100%, anytime I grab my salary, I first of all take myself out. And I'm like, that sounds good. Like, first of all, take yourself out.
Because you cannot be working and you will not be reaping the fruit of your labor. We understand, no, honeypot, we understand that there are bills. But you should also take yourself out, enjoy part of your money, you know. So that at the end of the month, when you are calculating what I do with money, say, I enjoyed my money. Not that, I paid for this, paid for that, and then you start looking for what you did. So it's good to enjoy your money. At the end of the day, we shall all reap the fruit of our labor in Jesus' name. Amen. And on that note, we're done with Social View for today and this week, and we hope you enjoyed every beat of the craziness. We will be back with our guests, so stay tuned, guys.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, for staying here with us. We have joining us this afternoon an entrepreneur, model, actor, and now he is a reality star. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Big Brother Naija, no loose guard, ex-housemate, Sean of the Shatoria Smith Sean. Yes. How's it going?
First of all, can I thank you for that intro? That's an amazing intro.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So what's this tattoo? I really like it.
So I'm really big into like aliens and space stuff. So, but like a bit of UFO, meteors, like a reflection of like the world kind of ending, and I got like
I see Africa.
Yeah, Africa, the world, and like an angel. So,
Interesting.
I'm just kind of into that type of stuff.
Interesting. You cut across as somebody who's very blunt. I mean, who does not waste time doing anything, like just getting into the house and then just getting into a relationship straight. Just like that. Just like that. So when people were thinking, Abi, is it a plan? Is that a strategy or something of that sort? What do you have to say about that?
To be fair, I didn't really come in the house with a strategy, to be fair.
Oh, really?
Maybe in hindsight, maybe I should have, because I think some people did. I just kind of went there to be myself, but it was like a natural connection that we just built.
Okay.
You know, so friends, we're friends first before anything, you know, and whatever happens on the outside, we'll always be friends because we respect each other. Like, I care about her, she cares about me. So it was a natural connection, and that's how we just kind of blossomed into what it was.
Okay.
Okay, so going into the Big Brother house, a lot of people had plans and they had things that they wanted to achieve or things that they expected to happen. You went into the Big Brother house, you've been out for a while. Do you feel like you've been able to achieve what you wanted to achieve going into the house?
Yeah, so I went into the house to get a platform. Okay. It wasn't necessary to be like the biggest, most followed person or whatever the case is. I just know I needed to be seen, get a platform, and then build my career and do the different things that I want to do. So I knew that once I kind of walked on that stage, I knew that the sky was the limit. I didn't know how, you know, the end result was going to be, whether I would be in the final or whatever the case is. But
interesting.
I just needed the eyes, and then I'm not ready to soar.
So for somebody who lives in London, or should I say used to live in London, are you here to stay?
Yeah, so obviously I'm transitioning back to Lagos. Before now I used to be here.
Maybe because I would have asked, so what would you think of Big Brother Naija? Exactly. You know, if you live in London and then you come here, and then your pair, like your partner, Victoria. Okay, let's just get into that already. So it looked to me like you guys just saw each other and you just felt like, okay, you know what? They said this is what the requirements are. Let's just get into it together. It was looking to me like, was there really any friendship as such? Because it was like oil and water, like there was a friction of some sort.
I think people need to see it as when like they have friends on the outside and they fight. Sometimes you might just not being the moments where you're getting along, but it doesn't mean you're not friends. I think every time people have friendships, you're not going to be smooth the whole way through. So it just happened to be just before we came in, we had a little bit of a rocky time. So we were trying to figure it out as soon as we got in, but obviously the whole world is watching, so it's easy to judge and create certain narratives. But we're still friends, we're still cool. She's doing her thing now. You know, she's been doing the media rounds and she's doing well for herself. So.
Okay, so you're going into the Big Brother house. Obviously, it's not your first time being on a reality show. You've done other reality shows. So should we say you're an expert in the reality show world? So let's talk about the reality shows you've done before and how that went.
So, yeah, I've done Blue Therapy. Just maybe
Blue Therapy is actually fantastic.
Big one.
I mean, it got everybody watching in Nigeria.
Surprisingly, to be fair. Yeah, done that. It was a little bit different to Big Brother because it's a little bit more scripted.
I know, and then you're talking about a relationship and then you get somebody's nurse, you have a therapy.
Yeah, all that type of stuff. So, like, Big Brother is like, I said, it's a completely social experiment, so you're in the house with different people. So that I couldn't really plan for. You don't really know the characters that's going to be on there. You don't really know how you're going to act. I know some people come in there and want to do certain things, but in the moment, it's really hard to follow through whatever script you have because people will bring out different things inside of you.
Yeah. Okay, now, so this is very interesting and funny to me. I've never dated a twin before in my life. I've never had, like, you know, a relationship with a twin. But, you know, when you now have, like, an identical twin and then you're attracted to one of them, are you sure one day you will not just go and mistake one for... Tell me about that. Was that a mistake? How do you know Wani and what's the difference?
So obviously at the beginning, like, I mean, I've never dated for twins before. I don't know if I've ever been friends with like female twins before, but it was my first time. Obviously when I first came to the house, it was quite difficult to get the difference between both, even though they had the name tags.
That's right. But if they're like coming from behind or something,
it was very difficult. But I think when you're in the house with them day in, day out, it's like we see each other barefaced. Everybody's no makeup, none of that type of stuff. So I see little differences now.
Have you made a mistake before?
I made it like a few mistakes in the house.
So what was that mistake?
I think one time I mistakenly touched like I was a bit too cuddly, thinking it was the other one, and I realized I was like, oh, sorry, my bad. But she laughed about it.
It's just like running into one twin and kissing the, and then you just realize that this is my girlfriend. Oh my God, like, that would be so awkward.
But I think they're used to that type of stuff happening, so they knew it was not intentional. So, but after I made like maybe 1-2 mistakes, and after I'm like maybe making sure that it's the right one, you know. But now I can tell the difference.
Oh wow!
So there was a lot of friction in the house, especially between the twins and a lot of people, and then people now saying you guys were like a group together because you were like the, what name will I call you? You were like the third person in the clique and you were always with them. How are you able to deal with that? Because every time someone is always expecting you to take sides, especially when there's an issue with someone who is your friend. Especially the issue with Victoria.
Yeah.
How did you handle that?
I think because everybody's as adults, I try and be like the neutral part, especially when it has nothing to do with me. I'm not really trying to take any sides. I would see it from like an objective view. If I feel like you're wrong, I'll tell you you're wrong. Whether you're my friend or you're the person that I'm with or whoever, I'll just tell you that, okay, I don't like how you operated. But in the moment, they can all fight themselves and do whatever they need to do. I'll stay back and watch. And in the end, I might just go to the person and be like, yo, I think you overstepped or you were wrong or whatever the case is. And if they want to take my advice, then cool. If they don't want to, fair enough.
And I think that you're quite emotional because perhaps I should say that you wear your heart on your sleeves.
Yeah.
Because you cried a couple of times.
Like
once. No, I don't know, a couple once.
Okay. And I'm like, okay. For a guy to express himself like that, because, you know, in this part of the world, they'll say, buckle up, you're a man. You shouldn't. I
remember when, I don't know what week it was, but I remember it was towards the middle part, I think. But it wasn't really to do with anything specifically. There was a lot happening because obviously I started off the show, was rocky with my partner a little bit. Then I also had to do with Wani's emotions. I had to also do with my emotions. Then I had to do with Big Brother doing his own things to me, a little 1 or 2. So it was like, it was a lot for me to do with. So, and usually when you're someone who doesn't necessarily express emotions in the most like, maybe as conventionally as women would express emotions, maybe being sad or crying or whatever the case is, you might forget that you have your own personal emotions as well. You know, I'm someone who doesn't really sulk too much. I just kind of get on with it. But it just got too much that time. And when I went to the diary room, I think your brother spoke to me in a certain way that I felt like I was speaking to my older brother or like my dad or something
I
like that.
it.
So I was just like, oh, mate, I just had to release.
You just broke down there.
Yes, and then I wiped it off and then got back to business.
So that was like a me time for you.
Yeah, it was a mini has to, you know, get through. Like, it was refreshing, just restart my, reboost myself.
That's nice. So now, coming out of the house and realizing, seeing everything, all the pairs being unpaired, how did you feel about that? Did you have a premonition that was going to happen at any time?
I mean, they said, like, one person was going to win the money, you know. I mean, well, I saw the prize one and I was like, it's not a lot for two people, so I wonder what they're going to do. So I had made a possibility that maybe they will. You know, there's so many different twists and turns in these games. So when they did, I was like, okay, cool, fair enough. But, you know, I didn't know who was going to win in the end, but I was happy that my people's kind of got to the finals.
Aww.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, now, you know what? So let's just check out his clip while in the house or when he got even evicted from the house. Stay here with us. That was a good run.
Yes, it was.
I went on a foot. I've lasted 8 weeks, so I'm proud.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm really proud of you. I mean,
yes.
it's something like that's big. Of course, everybody was looking forward to like winning something.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, I understand.
So watching all of that, what part of the house do you miss? What is that memorable time that you always remember? You always say, I miss this.
I think because I'm such like a competitive guy, like in everything.
Yeah.
I probably miss like the sponsor task.
Oh.
Because that was like when I was locked in. Like I wanted to win. If I had like 100 sponsor tasks, I wanted to win like 102. Like I wanted to win everything, you know. So like waking up every day and knowing that you have a competition today, outside of just the competition of trying to win the money.
So how many did you win?
I think I won like 7, which is not a lot compared to what some people won. But I mean, I tried. I mean,
hey, you tried.
Interesting. So I saw a clip online. I think it was a party of some sort, and when it was all dressed up, like after the show, after the reality show, when you guys got out, and then you were standing somewhere beside her. She was talking to somebody, and the way you were looking at her, I'm like, I want a guy that will be looking at me like, you know what? You are the finest thing I've seen in my life. Aww. Where have you been all my life? That was how it looks to me. So I really want to know, what's it looking like, this relationship? What's happening from here? What's happening?
I think, obviously, I've seen how, people call it ships, previous seasons, you know. They come out, they want to do their thing, you know. For us, we've, like, done it quite differently. We just want no pressure. Like, no one should be, like, heavily invested that, oh, yeah, you know, we were going to get married or whatever. We want to take it as easy and as organic as possible, how we done it in the house. And obviously, it flowed naturally. We will literally reach out pretty much like every day, apart from when we fought. So it's pretty much going to be the same on the outside. And then even if it doesn't work out, we'll still be in each other's lives.
I love it.
It's never going to be any like bad blood or nothing like that. And like I said, anything can happen, so we'll see.
See you guys together is so cute.
Yeah.
But talking about being cute, somebody else called you cute.
All right, so I interviewed Toke here on the Esplash, and so I said, Toke, I asked her, I said, Toke, the other time you went into the house, when you were leaving, you mentioned Sean. I mean, I didn't get it very well, but I know that when she was about getting to that door, she just said something to Wani and said something Sean, and I said, Toke, what did you mean? And she said, oh my God, like she has a crush on you, like Sean is so fine. I could actually look for that clip and play for you. It's online. And she said on the show, and I hope that you'd really see it. I mean, she said, Sean, if you're watching, I mean,
call
she did like
me.
this. And so did you get any part of that?
No, I think I saw that. Obviously, I was there, I witnessed it. But I think people take Toke more seriously than she. I mean, I think she's kind of like.
No, she just finds you very.
I think she's.
She just likes you naturally.
I think she's probably likes my character in the house.
Yes, and she said that she's actually a very shy person.
Yes,
but she just said, oh my God, like, yeah, Sean, like.
Because even on the outside, a lot of people say, have you seen this talk? Have you seen this talk?
Exactly. So have you seen her?
Have you seen her afterwards?
No, we haven't bumped into each other, but I'm sure we will. But like one thing I do, I respect her for coming in and like speaking her mind, even if I know this all parts of entertainment and all that type of stuff. Like,
And then she came back to give you a hug.
yeah, I respect her, especially she's doing her thing in the industry as well. So to get that kind of like stamp when I came in,
That's so sweet.
something that I appreciated it. Like I said, she's an attractive woman. Everybody knows that she's very beautiful. So to get that also reassurance that, oh, someone else who's attractive is great. So I take these things with a pinch of salt. I don't think she'd be too serious. Obviously, it's all love from my end.
So we've been talking about relationships since, and then you guys, Kelly Ray threw a bombshell in the house. How did you feel when you came out of the house and realized that he was married to Cassia? Not that they were even dating.
I felt two things. So when I first came out of the house, obviously people were asking me about like the strategy, and cause I just found out. I didn't know. In the house, I was always kind of like defending them, not necessarily to their face, but to other people, because I thought I didn't see the whole married thing. But I'm not the closest with them in the house, so I probably wasn't the best person to ask. So when I came out, I felt like, right, I was fooled, you know, so I felt a little bit silly. And then towards the end of my meeting rounds, and just understanding the whole picture, I was like, fair enough, it's a good strategy. I mean, it wasn't necessarily something that I would do. Everybody has different ways they'll come and do their different strategy, and they won, so I can't really fault them. And other than that, like, as people in the house, like, they are actually good people. I mean, they don't really cause any commotion. They're super chill, nice people. Even how he's done his media rounds, like, he's just a classy guy. I mean, so.
Interesting, interesting. So from here, what's the plan? What's next? We said you're a model, you're an actor, and you're an expert in going on reality shows. What exactly do we look forward to? Yeah,
so I've got quite a few things going on. So I've got a clothing line coming out. I'm going to launch. Nice. Got a karaoke bar. You get like karaoke?
Yeah.
So I've got a karaoke bar in VI called Sean's Karaoke Bar and Lounge. Pretty much open every day from 4 p.m. So that's going on as well. Also going to do some acting as well. Work with different brands.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So, and also I want to go back into sports as well. Like, obviously I have a sports background, play football. So.
Okay.
So I want to go back into sports. Not necessarily playing, but I want to be involved in sports in some way. Maybe, you know, I'm having some conversations about sports maybe.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, it was really, really lovely having you on the show. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And guys, here's this week's reminder that happiness is free.
President General
among the nation.
After all, happiness is free. When
yes, it is.
That song is actually a gospel song.
Yes.
That it turned into a party song. I was wowed. All right, we've really had an exciting show with Sean here, of course, and we've had a good run throughout the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've done this with the beautiful Lady Kath. My name is Honeypot, and of course, don't forget that all our videos are right there on YouTube. So you can just engage yourself with that, and we'll be back stronger and better on Monday. Until then, you take care of yourself. Be in your lane and mind your business. Drink a lot of water. It's very, very important. It's good for your kidney. All right, now, thank you so much, Sean, for coming on the show.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.